I am the co-lead pastor of Community Church, and if this is your first time here, the reason that people are cheering is because this is the first Sunday where that's official. I know everyone's been congratulating me and saying congrats on a promotion and things like that, but it kind of feels like if you're a fan of The Office, when Jim is co-manager with Michael, and then the Dunder Mifflin gets bought out, and the new owner comes and says, "Oh, so it's like you're both doing half a job." Yeah, that's Acts really is an essential book for us. It's an essential and important book of the Bible. I mean, obviously, not that all of the books of the Bible aren't important, because they are. They are very important, but Acts plays a unique role. But if you didn't have Acts, if you were just to do a thought experiment and the book of Acts was no longer in our Bible, so you just lift it right out of the Bible, what would happen is you would jump straight from the life of Jesus and these 12 disciples and 120-ish some other followers. You would jump straight from that all the way to letters that are being sent to already established churches in all of the regions that, as far as we would know, the gospel hadn't gone yet. And we would have nothing to bridge that gap. So the book of Acts helps us to bridge that gap and to understand and see how it is that God used his church, used his people to spread his message throughout the world. So Acts shows us how the gospel traveled, how the Spirit worked, and how ordinary people stepped into God's extraordinary mission to save lost sinners. So to put it shortly, Acts is foundational. If you want to know how to speak and preach the gospel to unbelievers, you should read the book of Acts. If you want to know how to defend the faith with apologetics, you should read Acts. If you want to know what it looks like to live in the power of the Holy Spirit, you should read the book of Acts. And if you want to know how to persevere through persecution and suffering, you should read Acts. We get the timing all wrong. We often act when we should wait, and we wait when we should act. The evidence allows for certainty. And if there's evidence to allow for certainty, you don't have to be scared of questions. There are many people, and maybe you've had this experience. You've been rebuked for asking a question about Jesus or about the Bible or about the faith. You've been told that your question is because you don't have enough faith. You just have faith. Just get rid of that question. There's no answer. Just get rid of it. And we can't, as a church, as Christians, we can't let our insecurities over our ability or inability to answer questions result in a defensive and argumentative response when faced with another person's genuine questions or skepticism. Church buildings, community groups, and Christian households should be places where no question is off limits. And responding in a positive way to a questioning person actually acknowledges and encourages them to continue to think about these things. Don't just turn your brain off. That's not what Christianity demands. Christianity demands faith in events that actually took place. Questions can't threaten that.